Tell us what we're doing here today.
Oh, yes. Hi. So I'm Annette Thomas. People also know me as Mama Pill. And today's, what is it, October 8th, 2025. And I'm in Brooklyn, New York with Mr.G. And I'm also here with Guadalupe. Now,
yeah. There we go.
Now, some people are familiar with Guadalupe because Mr.G, he did interview Guadalupe how many years ago? Maybe it was 2 Julys ago. Not last
year.
July.
Yeah.
No, not last July.
2 years
The July
ago.
before
Yes.
that. She was interviewed on Mr. G's YouTube platform where she gave an introduction of herself. And on that introduction, we learned that Guadalupe is one of the women that has participated in Sebi's Herbal apprenticeship. So she's really completed that apprenticeship because that apprenticeship started in California at what was it, 2000?
1999.
1999. Guadalupe began her apprenticeship with Sebi and myself and the whole team in California. But today we're here because I would say the foundation of what Sebi, the Fig Tree, the Ogun Herbal Research Institute, the Usha Herbal Research Institute, the whole evolution, the genesis of the whole thing, the foundation of everything is the food. The herbal tonics, they also have their place. But we all know that after you take the herbal tonics and you experience the miracle of the intelligence and the power of plants, it all boils down to what are we going to eat for breakfast, what are we going to eat for lunch, and what are we going to eat for our dinner, right? That's what it all boils down to. So one of the most famous quotes that transformed my life when I met Sebi was him quoting Genesis 1:29. And I would say the summary of what Genesis 1:29 says in the Bible, right? Because I don't even quote it verbatim the way Brother Sebi did, right? Is that, in essence, that quote, which is supposed to be God's words, is saying that the herbs are for the healing of the nation, and God is describing the food, right? God is saying that He's created all the food that we should be consuming, and the food is food that bears seed of itself, and the meat of that fruit primarily, right, is supposed to be our meat. It is supposed to be what we consume, but vegetables are part of that too. So today what we're going to be doing, because people, after all of these years, people are still asking, what should I eat? Where can I find the real food? And so today, Guadalupe is here, and she's going to be preparing how many different recipes?
Well, I'm gonna cook quinoa, cactus, some salsa, and guacamole. We're gonna have a wonderful and delicious meal.
Now, the reason why these three, it's actually 4 recipes,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
The reason why they're so wonderful, they're so on point to that description in the Bible that Sebi used to recite to most of his clients during consultation. And that would seem to be the word that would get people to cooperate with, okay, I've been eating meat for 30 years, but I'm going to go home and I'm going to eat the salad for 30 days like you recommended, and I'm going to take your herbal tonics, right? Those words would be the thing that would convince people, because Sebi would say, this is not what Sebi is saying. This is not what the Ogun Herbal Research is saying. This is not what Annette is saying, right? This is what your Bible is saying. These are words from your God. And that would be the thing where people say, okay, I'm going to do it. And they would do it. So Everything that Guadalupe is preparing today, this is real food created by God. This is not something that was engineered in the laboratory. What do they call it? It's not GMO. It's not synthetic, artificial, denatured. Cactus is a wild plant. And it also, doesn't it also bloom a fruit, Guadalupe?
Yes.
Tell them about that fruit.
I have
You
it.
have it.
I have it. So let me take the fruit out.
We'll get it. We'll get it.
Okay.
We'll get it later. But just tell them about that
Okay.
fruit.
Well, the fruit is called tuna, and it has a layer that is very thick, and then in the inside, it's different colors. It's different colors. You can find it in orange, white, deep purple,
red.
Yes, and you just have to peel it. I'm gonna show you a little bit in a few minutes how to peel it and how to eat it. It is very delicious, and it has a lot of minerals in it.
Right. Now, the other ingredient she's going to be preparing is the cactus. Also, God created, also found in the wild, right? And the cactus is very similar to what, brown-skinned people from the South, probably, I think, from certain countries in Africa and the Caribbean. There is, it's very similar to okra in terms of like when you prepare it. So that's the tuna, right?
This is the tuna.
Right there.
So this is the white, and this is kind of like the orange. And this one is like the red one.
The blood red.
Yes. And then I also have
The real banana.
the burro bananas that Dr. Sebi talks a lot about it in his lectures,
right,
and recommends people to eat it. So
right,
I have all these things today and
right,
here.
All real food. This is all real food. So nobody will be looking at the video saying, oh, she was cooking hybrid food. That's not what's going to happen this time. So the other thing, so Guadalupe is also using something that we've recommended at the it was in the Ogun Herbal Research Institute back in the 80s, the real olive oil.
Oh yes,
Now,
this olive oil, it grows, well, they grow the plants in Fresno, California, and I get it, yes, from olive trees. They grow there, and I get it from the same person that grows the trees, and they do the whole process of the olive oil in there. I get them from them, and I wanted to bring this little bottle for me to cook today all this delicious food.
Right. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning that, right, I'm mentioning that because even the olive oil, some of the olive oil that's on the market today is not even pure olive oil. They're cutting the olive oil with stuff like canola oil and safflower oil, right? So what people think they're getting is not what they're getting, right? So that's why I'm putting an emphasis on her explaining the olive oil that she's using. Then the other dish is going to be the salsa.
Yes.
Now, the importance of the salsa is, we in America know what salsa is now because it is now being commercially prepared by different companies. But the thing about the store-bought salsa is it's nothing like when a Mexican is preparing salsa in the home. And salsa is a staple,
yes,
in the Mexican cuisine. So what's the importance of salsa? What are the ingredients, Guadalupe? Tell them.
The ingredients that I'm going to use for this salsa today is going to be cilantro.
Which is wild.
What is wild, yes. And then tomatoes.
Which are also wild.
Yes. Purple onions, this is my favorite, but people can use white, yellow, whatever onions they want. But my favorite is purple. And then serrano peppers and avocado.
Okay.
This is the ingredients that I'm going to make the salsa today, and everything is raw, and everything is going to be put together.
Now, the avocado that she's using, people are going to say, oh, that Haas avocado is not the wild avocado. Now, you can use the wild avocado that also grows like in places like Florida. It's the big green one where the skin is like a light green. It's kind of shiny. When you can get access to that, that's the preferable one. But we're in Brooklyn. We were not able to find that. So that's why we're using that one. Now, why the salsa is so important for people, like people could make this in their kitchen with the blender. And why is it important? I'm going to say primarily because of the fresh cilantro. Why is it important to eat fresh cilantro every day? The reason why it's important to eat cilantro is because Sebi used to talk about chelation. Like some of his herbal formulas had the ability to do chelation removal. Like, in other words, some of the herbs were able to, something that is a chelator is able to go into the human body and remove toxic metals like aluminum, mercury, which we get contaminated with in certain food products, some of the water, some of the pharmaceutical recipes that people get prescribed by doctors, even some of the dental material they were using in dentistry up until recently, right? Now, the advantage of people who are of the Mexican group and their cuisine is that they're eating cilantro every day.
Oh,
every
what she's saying
day.
is very important.
Fresh cilantro, not powdered cilantro, not frozen for cilantro, but fresh cilantro. So in their cuisine, from generation to generation, right, they have the ingredient within them passed down from generation to generation where chelation is always happening in their body on a continuous basis. It's not like, oh, they go see an herbalist and the herbalist, or they go see a naturopath and they get diagnosed. Oh, you have metal toxicity. Oh, you need to do chelation therapy. You need to do an IV drip. Oh, you need to get on cilantro, this powdered cilantro. No. They dealing with consuming cilantro all the time. So that high metal toxicity accumulation is generally not occurring in that population. And then secondly, the pepper is called what, Guadalupe? Jalapeno?
Serrano.
Serrano?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's also something. Every day they're eating the pepper, and the properties in the pepper are also medicinal. So everything that she's preparing today is relating to something else Brother Sebi used to say to us. And he got it from, was it Hippocrates, who said, let food be your medicine and medicine be your food? I think it was Hippocrates. So Hippocrates was one of those healers from ancient time, right? I think it was Hippocrates, yeah, because Sebi used to talk about Hippocrates. He used to talk about Imhotep, because these are like the ancient healers that primarily were using what they call today herbs, but back then they more preferred, in the Caribbean they call it bush. And then back then, when you look at a lot of the old textbooks and documents, you see that they call people who had plant knowledge and herbal knowledge of recipes and food that you use for healing, for prevention, for cure, for healing, and for maintenance. They called them botanists. Because that was one of Sebi's titles. Before he ever was called Dr. Sebi, Sebi's description was he was a biochemist, he was a steam engineer unlimited, and he was a botanist. Okay, so people can also Google all of them. They can Google the meanings of all of these things. I don't have to get into, deep definition of what they mean, because we have the smartphone. You pull all of that up and it'll tell you he had all that knowledge, skill set, right? So I say all of that to say that's what we're going to be sharing with people today, because people are always asking, what do I eat?
Right.
Where's the real food? And at least this is something you could do in your own kitchen, that can address those issues. And Guadalupe was able to find the majority of the ingredients in a local store here in Brooklyn.
Yes.
Right, Guadalupe? You said they had everything.
Yes, I was surprised. I was very surprised to see that you can find them here locally. They look fresh. They don't look like they're old or nothing like that. They look very, very fresh.
Because you are residing where, Guadalupe?
I live in Fresno, California. In Fresno, we are able to find all fruit and vegetables of the season. And also, from a few minutes, you go and cut your vegetables or fruit in the field. And then, less than a minute, you can eat it. So very, very fresh. And we don't need to eat organic there because of the same reason. We are blessed to have fruit and vegetables of season all year round. So
what did you say they refer to Fresno as, the breadbasket of the United States?
Yes.
I didn't even know
Fresno
that.
is very agriculture, so it grows majority of the food that
consumed
that is consumed everywhere here in the U.S. So in the meantime that Annette is talking, I'm going to start cooking the quinoa. I don't put anything in the quinoa other than the water and quinoa, no salt or nothing. The reason is because, I can save some of this quinoa when it's cooked, and I can use it for breakfast, or I can use it for lunch or dinner with other kind of food. So that's why I cook my quinoa only with water. So I'm going to start preparing while Annette can start talking that she's
right. So
yes.
now again, the quinoa is also one of those grains. I think it is primarily grown in Bolivia, because when I went to Peru many years ago, they have quinoa flour, quinoa pop. They pop quinoa like how they pop corn here. They pop quinoa in Peru as a snack. So quinoa is like a staple grain in Bolivia and in Peru. And there are different varieties. There's the blonde, there's the red, and there's the black. And it was explained to me that the different color variation has to do with whatever mineral content is in the soil. So quinoa is one of those foods where it contains a lot of the essential nutrients that are really nourishing to the body, as opposed to like a processed white rice that many of us have been introduced to in the United States. It just differs in reference to it being a better source of nutrition than your standard processed white rice, which is basically denatured. Contaminated with a lot of different synthetic fertilizers, and stripped of its nutrients, right? So that's why the white rice was something that would be on the avoid eating list, and the quinoa would be on the suggested food list that was in that sort of aligned with what's being said in Genesis 1:29. Because more than it being sort of an alkaline forming food, it's a real food that God created. So I think, what are you doing now, Guadalupe? What's that?
I'm preparing the onions to start cooking the cactus.
Okay.
We already have the quinoa cooking, I'm going to roast a little bit the peppers and some tomatoes in here for the salsa, and then start preparing the cactus. So all the meal can be together at the same time.
Right, right. So that technique that the Mexicans do to roast the skin of the pepper and the tomato is to remove the skin and to remove the skin of the pepper, right?
Yes.
Because there's a chemical, I think it's called lectin, that people are saying, oh, it's no good for you, it's no good for you, right? But before that was scientifically like studied and disseminated in the United States by, universities and all of that. The Mexicans been doing that. How long, Guadalupe?
Oh,
Centuries?
Centuries.
Okay.
This is the very common way of them using it, because they used to make the wood fire to make the tortillas in the morning, and then when they were doing that, they will put the tomatoes under the fire and total contact with the wood, with the fire in there, to roast the tomatoes and be able to remove the skin, and be making the salsa in there when they were making the tortillas.
Right.
And everything. It's
Right.
so delicious.
Right. Now, I remember the first time I went to Mexico with Sebi. I can't even remember. Maybe it was Mexico City, Tijuana. I don't know. But in New York City, I'm born and raised in New York City, and Mr. G, you know what I'm talking about when I say this, right? In New York City, because I'm 70 years old. So in New York City, there would be food carts. I was born and raised in Manhattan Island, right? So there would be these food carts, right? But they would sell like hot dogs. You know about the food cart. They sell the hot dog and the knish, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can this time of year, you can get the pretzel and you can get chestnuts, right? All on the food cart, right? Now, when Sebi took me and some other people to Mexico, they have food carts in Mexico. Guess what they selling? They have the batter for like the tortilla, and they have like a grill.
Yes.
And they pour it like a pancake, fresh tortilla. Then the lady will have a tomato, and she will chop a tomato faster than any food processor I ever seen. And the cilantro and the onion. Make the fresh salsa right there. Put it on the fresh cooked warm tortilla and serve you that. I tell you, I bit into that and I was like, shut my mouth. Shut my mouth. Oh my God. Okay. Then the second time I experienced that, Sebi had taken a group of us to Honduras, right? So one night he took us to meet a family that was living out in the rural area. So this was my first time ever in Honduras. So we're talking in the 80s. So we're out in the rural parts, right? No street lights at all. And this house was where it was, and I don't even know how many miles there was the next house. And he's there talking Spanish. You know, it's the whole family, the wife, the husband. But we're outside, and she's cooking because the stove is outside. And she's using the same process I saw the Mexican lady doing in Mexico City, or maybe it was Tijuana. She's doing that while we're talking. So she got this whole big basket of corn, right? But it's not the kind of corn you see here in America. It's like cobs of corn that are dry, but each cob is like different size. Kernels are all different. Nothing is identical. It's not like how when you go in the supermarket here, you buy corn on the cob. Every corn on the cob, after you peel it, it all looked the same. That ain't the variety they're using. But I said that to say they were doing the same recipe process. She was pouring the corn batter on that on that grill.
Yeah.
And then she had chopped up everything. And I think because we were in Honduras, I think she had also did like a refried bean. Oh my God. And she put that in that tortilla with the first time I ever had refried beans, it was Sebi's mom. Bye. First time. Because, you know, when we took a group of people to Honduras for the first time in the 80s, maybe 1987.
Oh, you guys have excursions? Y'all was taking people out there?
Yeah, before the court case, we had gone to Honduras, yeah. And but we were staying in La Ceiba because there was no village, right? We were staying at the hotel in La Ceiba, downtown La Ceiba, that hotel. And then, you know, it has a little restaurant right downstairs. Right. So that's also when I realized the food is different because we were going downstairs and we were, you know, because we all vegetarians, right? So we all ordering meals, no meat, and everybody's looking at us like, because you know they eat meat in Honduras, right? But I'm telling you, we would just get a lettuce, tomato, cucumber, onion salad, you know, and the way that food tastes. The flavor of everything. Then, of course, one day, Sebi's mom cooked, and she invited us. Not everybody, but, you know, I went, a couple other people went.
No, it's not gonna work.
And she had done some refried beans. I had never had refried beans before. Man, I'm telling you. I was like, oh my God. And she did fish too, because you know, Honduras is famous for their yellowtail. And she had done that, and Sebi better not dare talk about. He better not dare bring up that stuff about how no, not to his mother. He ate that, right? But I remember we went to the, you know, because they had an open market back then. They had an open market. Sebi took us to, and that was the first time I ever saw like the garbanzo bean, like fresh.
They still have it now.
Yeah, it was fresh. It wasn't, you know, like in America, you buy it, it's dry, it's in the can, right? It was, it like they just picked it. I even saw the kidney bean, everything was fresh. So it's a different food. And so also, you're not dealing with food that's stale, it's not rotten, it's not full of preservatives. It's just a whole different food, and the way your body responds to it is totally, totally, totally different.
What's she doing now, Mom?
I'm roasting the tomatoes in the fire, connected to the fire, so it's a different taste.
Yeah. And it removes the skin. It removes the skin.
It's a different taste and removes the skin.
Because what you're going to also tell them is that you remove the skin, and then when you cut the pepper open, you remove the seeds.
We're gonna leave them this time on the salsa because we need the water. But the skin, yes, we're going to remove it. And again, when you do it in an open fire, the taste of the food and the taste of, you know, the salsa,
when things are roasted on fire,
totally
it's a
different
flavor.
Yes.
Yeah. Because see, recipes and the step-by-step process of preparing foods is important because you wind up with a different end product when you use classic ancient recipes of your ancestors.
Yes.
And I think it's also something familiar in our DNA that when we smell it and we taste it, because I recently had that experience.
Can you smell the peppers?
I can smell it. I can smell it. Yeah. So it's like something kicks in, some kind of, you know, memory in the DNA, and you smell it, you taste it, and you know, you feel at home. You're like, man, this is, yeah. Because I remember when I first tasted your salsa, Guadalupe, I got angry. It's like, man, this crap, they sell it in the store. This is nonsense. I can't buy it.
So see the difference of the tomato that I roasted in the fire as the difference the tomato that I roasted in the pan. So it's totally different. You know, I want to create a little bit of the original salsa that I my family, my sisters taught me how to make. So this is roasted in the fire, and this is roasted in the pan, and this is what I want. So that's why I'm
For the flavor.
yes, yes,
Yeah. Right.
yes.
Right. But I was saying recently, I had an experience that relates to what I said about like ancestral or heritage recipes, right? I'm gonna call it heritage recipes. What you inherit from your great grandparents, right? Like recently, I went to Medellin, Colombia, and I was there for like 90 days, and then I came back to the United States, and I went to Florida, and I've been consuming like mostly tropical fruits,
Right, right.
and it's consistent with what my mother and father, how they grew up on the island of St. Croix, which is one of the U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Croix, St. Thomas, and St. John. So my father's surname is Thomas. So I know this exists on my mom's side too, but the Thomases, that surname, I still have a lot of cousins that carry that name. So they've done the family tree. So recently, I think the latest family tree goes back to the 1700s on St. John, where they even have, they were able to go to Denmark, because I think Denmark was the colonial country that had colonized those islands, where we have a ancestor that purchased land on St. John, where one of our cousins just went to Denmark and got the original purchase deed that predates when the United States bought the island, the 3 islands from the Danish or the Dutch,
Wow.
one of the two. Yeah, yeah. So I've been eating those foods that my mom and dad grew up on, and their parents, like my mother's from Antigua. So when you go to all of those islands, right, you're gonna see papaya. You're gonna see soursop.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna see star fruit. You're gonna see coconut, right? You're gonna see avocado. You're gonna see variety of mangoes. Like, so I just named 6 things, right? Guava. You're gonna see passion fruit. I saw that in Honduras.
Mm-hmm.
When the village was finally built, and you know how they have the main building that's the cafeteria and the kitchen, right? That's where everybody goes to dine. Like, as a beverage, after you would drink the 3 herbal teas that were made from the local indigenous herbs. So one was a bitter, one was for the central nervous system, and I think the other one was blood, right? You also would have, like, for lunch, for that last meal of the day, which I think they would serve around 12 up until like 3 or 4, they would tell you to make sure you ate it by that time. You would get fresh passion fruit drink, fresh guava drink, fresh hibiscus drink. So these would be the drinks from the local flower and the local fruits that they would make at the village.
Okay. I like to cook my quinoa open like this, and you just have to make sure
Fluff it up.
it does, yes. Just give it some love
Yeah.
during the time of cooking.
Right.
Okay.
I was
So-
telling Guadalupe, Mr.G, my first meal Sebi cooked was in St. Croix, where I met him, at the fig tree at 429 King Street in Frederickstead.
Who you was pregnant by?
She
at that
knows.
time?
Huh?
Who you was pregnant by at that time?
What child?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I was pregnant with Kamani. I had just birthed him. So by the time Kamani was birthed in St. Croix on November 3rd, I had already met Sebi probably October, and he was living in the rainforest on top of a hill in a trailer. because they had kicked him out of Dominica. The president, the newly elected president had kicked him out, right? For political reasons, right? He had to go. So they wound up coming to the United States Virgin Islands until they could try to figure out what to do. Because, you can imagine you on an island you were invited by the previous president and administration. I forget his name. He wanted Sebi. He had heard about Sebi, and he invited Sebi to Dominica because he wanted Dominica to open a natural healing center in the Caribbean. So Sebi and my aunt, I think Usha and the older daughter, they packed up.
Why?
Cashed in their 401ks from both of them working at Martin Luther King Hospital, sold the house, and they went to Dominica. And I don't know, I'm sure you heard stories about his successes in Dominica, but I say all of that to say I met him in St. Croix. By the time Kamani was born, he was already in town with a brick and mortar location at 429 King Street, which was the fig tree.
He tells a story about when he slapped your feet.
Oh, that's when I met him in the rainforest one night because I didn't know him when I got there. Because I had relocated from New York there, my mom had a friend that when I went to live in St. Croix, she told me to get in touch with her high school friend. So he'll help you. Wilhelm will help you get settled in, anything you need, da 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 da. So when I got to St. Croix, I got in touch with my mom's high school friend, and he introduced me to, I think she was a niece who had just also moved there too from Harlem with her daughter, but ahead of me. And one night, this young lady named Naima, I had just put Philip and Paul to bed from, doing their homework from school, and the daughter. And she called me on the phone and she said, "Can you go with me to Frederiksted?" And I was like, it was like maybe 8:00 at night. I was like, "Girl, I just put my children to sleep. I'm pregnant too. I'm pregnant." And she said, "Well, I don't want to go by myself." So then I said, "Okay, let me go. Let me just put everybody to bed. Let my auntie know and go." So she came and she picked me up. She used to drive one of those Volkswagen Beetles. Right. So we're in Christiansted. That's where I was residing. Frederiksted is like, let's see. It's like if you were on Manhattan Island and you were on 34th Street and somebody said, "Oh, take a ride with me up to 145th Street in Harlem." Like that distance, right? Kind of right. Anyway, so we drive all the way across the island. Frederiksted is a little town, Main Street. You could go through the whole town in less than 10 minutes. And then she goes through the town, right? And I'm saying, well, where are you going now? Because the next thing is the rainforest. And she says, oh, no. He lives in the rainforest. And I'm saying, are you serious? So the rainforest at night on a tropical island, there's no lights. There's no, you know how you have the posts, the light post? It's none of that. So she rides into the rainforest in a Volkswagen Beetle.
No guardrails.
Nothing. At least though at night, there's not a lot of traffic, right? But it's pitch black. And the people who live there, you might see a little flicker of light coming from a house, right? But you don't know it before, but the rainforest at night has a symphony of sounds, kind of animals and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, so she's riding in, and then finally she says, "Okay, I got to turn in here, but don't worry about it because he's up on the hill." And I'm like, okay. So you know how when you see those movies, those like time period movies where the castle's all the way up on the hill and the people are going like this around and around and around. That's how it was, right? So she's driving a Volkswagen stick shift. So she's going up and then it goes poop, 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 and she's going back, right? And we're going up curves. Anyway, I thought I was getting ready to faint. I said, ma'am, I had this baby right in this car, right? But finally we get to the top. Miss Guadalupe and Mr.G. We get to the top.
Okay. Un momento, Nita, un momento. Okay, I'm going to put some salt. I already have the peppers and the tomato in here. Put a little bit of salt in there. And then you can put some water. A little bit of water only. Mm-hmm. Okay? And then we're going to blend it.
And back in the day, Guadalupe, your grandmother,
back in the day,
they used the mortar and pestle.
We used to do this. And the salsa is like nothing like this before.
Mortar and pestle.
Yes. Okay. Personally, I don't like it blended, like really liquefied. I like chunks. Chop. So I just do this. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Look how quick.
Mr. G have the honor of smelling it.
Oh, the pepper. The pepper. The pepper, Guadalupe.
I thought we was friends.
What happened? The pepper.
Like pepper spray.
The pepper.
Not hard, mama. Don't do it hard.
Mm-hmm. No. That's as fresh as you can get, man.
Yes. See? The ones you buy in the store?
You don't smell it. No, it don't smell like that.
The ones you buy in the store, nothing like that, right, Nita?
No.
See, mama.
Very different. Like if we went to a certain store right now and we bought the prepared salsa and opened up the container and smelt it, you ain't gonna get that.
That is clear. My science.
Man, I remember one time, Guadalupe, you made that salsa when I was visiting you in California.
Yes.
And it was so hot, Guadalupe. My whole nasal, Mr. G,
You too.
Mr. G, I was, my whole nasal, I was. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Deliciosa.
That's it.
Be my guest. Be my guest. Be my guest, Nita. No. Just dip it. Don't get anything. Just dip it because it's so hot, Nita.
Oh, Guadalupe, I told you don't make it super hot.
It needs salt. It needs...
No, it's so hot.
Okay, we're going to have to put more tomatoes.
Ooh. Guadalupe likes it super hot. Ooh, Guadalupe. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, baby.
We're going to fix it. So, if it's this hot like that, put more tomatoes in it.
Tasted it.
My God.
Put more tomatoes. So
that was just one pepper.
No. You want a few of them, Nita.
Oh.
You want a few of them.
Ooh,
so, but
Guadalupe, that
some people
hot.
like me that we like this hot.
Yeah.
You can eat it like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's other people that we will have to put more tomatoes in it to mild the
Okay. You know when you're in the store and you see it? Woo, and it says hot, mild. But when you buy it hot in the store, it's not hot like that.
That's Diablo. Yeah. Okay, so you get to the top of the mountain.
Ooh.
Oh, that sauce got you.
Ooh.
You want a cactus fruit, Nita? I can open a cactus fruit for you.
Yes,
what color you want?
You can give me the red. Ooh.
She told you just dip it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So
you want the red one? You want the red one or your white one?
A white one. We have to emphasize.
Yes.
The peppers especially for children. It has to be mild because the children, that's going to be too intense.
See, this is the way we open the cactus
cactus.
fruit. Okay.
Oh, another thing I wanted to say about all of these foods.
This is how we serve it.
Thank you, Guadalupe.
Get the fruit.
Guadalupe. What we also want to say is that all of these foods, they are probably 75% water-based.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So they're all hydrating foods. So you're getting your hydration from your foods. Oh my God.
Mr. G, you want one?
Yes.
Oh, wow, Guadalupe. This
What
is
color?
good.
The color she's eating, I'll take it.
Wow.
Okay.
This is the sweetest one I've had. This is nice because these are ripe.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, that's good. And it calmed down the heat on my tongue
Oh, okay.
because it's water, a lot of water.
Kind of scared to take anything.
My husband say, if you ask her if it's spicy, don't trust her.
Oh my God.
That's what he says.
Kind of tastes like a pear.
Or sweeter.
Yeah, like a what do you call that pear?
Where you buy this at, Guadalupe?
It's a store in Fresno, Vallarta.
They don't have it here in Brooklyn, right?
In the store that I just went, I didn't see any.
They
and
have
it's
them.
only seasoned.
They
It's
have them.
only in season.
They have them here in America, on this side, right? The chances of you biting into it and it just being this juicy and has this flavor, because you know they're shipping it all the way across.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not going to be the same. Wow.
See the reward that you get for trying my salsa?
Right. That's why I was like,
This is the reward that you get, Nita.
You have a napkin, Guadalupe?
It's behind. Let me get it. Let me get it.
Oh yeah.
Let me get it. Let me see. Move.
Man, that was good. That cooled me down. That cools down my tongue. Okay, so now I can get that. So we get to the top, right? And I'm almost like I'm like a bag of nerves from that climb. So we get out, and all of a sudden I hear this.
I just recovered from the smell. I just recovered.
Oh Lord. So in the still of the jungle, the rainforest, I hear this bellowing laugh. Now I don't have to tell you what that sound like. That was him, right? I was like, oh my God, who is that? What? It was like echoing in the rainforest, right, for miles. And so we walk inside, and nice low light, real low light, and he's sitting afar, but he's on the floor. And there's
Anita? Okay. See how fluffy the quinoa is? This is what you want to get.
right.
Okay, just put a spoon and feel it's no more water.
It's all been absorbed.
So, yes. And then turn it off.
Now tell them again. So
And
this is
cover it.
this is you preparing quinoa in advance,
Yes.
so that it's already a grain that's already pre-cooked, and then you're able to use it for different meals.
Yes. Yes, that's what I like to do with my quinoa.
So Sebi's sitting on the floor.
He's sitting on the floor from afar, and there are people sitting around him. And he welcomes my friend Naima. Oh, Naima, come in. And she walks in, and he says, "Oh, have a seat." She says, "Oh, Sebi." And the other people that are there, Olu was there. Karen might have been there. These are his first business partners that I met him. Maybe Larry was there. And my aunt, she was there, but she had not come out yet. And he says, "Have a seat." So I take off my sandals. I'm like about 8 months pregnant. I find my way down to the floor, and Naima sits on the floor. We probably was there. We probably got there at 9:30 p.m. We left. It had to be 4:30 in the morning. But I'm leaving out a lot. The reason why I told you the story like that because of what you said about him hitting me. So I get ready to. He comes to help me up because we're leaving. I'm pregnant, right?
Gentleman.
And I'm trying to I'm going over to put my sandals back on. But he comes towards me like he's going to help me put my sandals on. Because, I'm awkward. I'm 8 months pregnant. I'm trying. But then he grabs my foot. Right? I said, "Oh my God. What are you getting ready to do? Put my sandals directly on?" But instead of that, he took his, and we know what his hands look like, right? No, first he did this. Right?
Mm.
Then he took his hands as fast as he let go, and he said, "Pow!" on the bottom of my foot. I was like, "What the heck?"
That New York coming out.
Oh my God! He was getting ready to get. Oh! He said, this is what neutralized everything. He said, look me straight in the eye. He said, "Oh, my sister, you are so anemic." I was like, "Oh my God, how does he know that?" He said, "Naima, I don't have no more blood tonic today because we just, sold the last couple of bottles." He said, "But I want you to bring her back here in 2 days. She needs blood tonic. Bring her back. She is so severely anemic."
Wow.
I said, I walked out of there. He said, "Now you make sure you come back." And I was like, do you know how much blood I would be giving a physician at a doctor's office to tell me that I was anemic? 3 valves. And he just pulled down my eyelid, slapped my foot, and was able to tell me I was severely anemic. Then he said, this is also what did it. He said, "I know that your doctor has been giving you iron pills and they've been making you constipated. You probably can't even shit no more." I was like, this is God. He's God. He's God. This is God. What? So we came back a few days later. Let me tell you where he was at when I met him on the mountain in the trailer. He was making the blood tonic, Guadalupe and Mr.G. And guess where he was putting it at?
Hold on. Olive oil. And then the onions. Very easy. And it's going to be very delicious. Chop, 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 chop. Okay.
Guess where he was putting the blood tonic in?
Guess where he was putting it? I don't know. She might know this. I don't know if you're too young. Do you remember very fine apple juice?
Yes.
The little 25-cent clear bottle?
Yep.
That's what he was putting in. He was buying cases and cases of apples in the supermarket and cleaning them, sterilizing them, and that's what the blood tonic was in first.
Wow.
And there was no label. They used to get the adhesive label, not even the sticky back, the one you have to wet. and write blood tonic on it, because that was one of my first jobs at the fig tree. And just affix that to the bottle.
Wow, Nita.
Okay?
Wow.
After that.
Oh, so he started. He was looking for a place. He was looking for a place. The story was the reason why he had to come off the top of the mountain in the rainforest because he was shopping one day at the local supermarket and somebody from down the island in Dominica saw him and said about, oh, Dr. Sebi, you made my cousin see who was blind. And everybody looking at him. And they were like, we didn't know where you went. Because, you know, that whole thing with Eugenia Charles, the elected president, it happened so, like, you know, abruptly that people didn't know where he went once he left Dominica.
Oh, that was the president's name, Eugenia Charles?
Virginia Charles. She got elected during the course of the time he was there. So the sitting president that invited him, he lost. So her campaign politically, it was political stuff. They was like, get him out of here.
Okay.
Really?
Now that the onions is a little bit sauté, we put the cactus.
So this is chopped up water?
Yes.
It's like if you chopped up okra.
Yes, like you and cactus, it has a little bit of the same taste that okra.
Usually.
Yes, so we just leave it in there.
So what I like about it too, Guadalupe,
yes.
It's not many ingredients.
No.
It's like nice, clean, whole food cooking.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And like you said, everybody can find it. You know they even have Cactus. They already removed it.
Yes. They have the this is but when you buy the cactus like this, I always take these little pieces out and wash them just to make it more clean and more fresh.
Right.
So yes. Yes. So
how to maneuver the knife.
Oh, how to
how to do it, just suggest it.
oh. So when you buy cactus like this and then the prickles are out, you just do this. Very thin layer, like this. And then wash it to make it more fresh and more clean. And then just chop them. You can make it any size you want.
What do the Mexican ladies do with that also for their hair?
Okay, exactly the same cactus. They put it in the blender. You can put it in the blender and just put it directly in your face, in your hair. And yes.
And people usually notice, you know, the hair, right? It's like got this brilliant black color and it has luster to it. And that's what they use.
And when we get burnt in Honduras, we put it on burnt.
To facilitate healing the wound, right?
Okay, when I was little, that reminds me. When I was little, in my house, my family was cooking beans in an open fire. So I went and pulled the beans, a pot of beans, and it came all in my chest. I was little. So what my family did, they went in the garden, because majority of the Mexicans, we have cactus. Wow. They went in the garden and they peel. They took all the prickles and they put all my chest full of cactus with a piece of cloth around. I don't have no scarves or nothing. or nothing. So they did that for like 2 days, day and night. I don't have no scarves at all. Yes. Yes. I was like 5. I was like 5 years old when that happened. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's just, these ancient heritage, healing recipes that people primarily use foods and, certain plants, you have to get together and tell stories like this because,
Yes.
otherwise the story won't be heard and people won't know. You'll be surprised this may be able to help somebody in a situation. And the thing about it too is, as you can see, Mr.G, you see how much food is in there? I can tell you how many people that can feed.
Yes. And very inexpensive.
Yes. At least now.
So yes, that's true.
Y'all gonna make it famous in this
But I'm gonna tell you what I realized, because I met Sebi in 1980, so what are we now, in 2025? So how many years ago was that? Like 40?
Yeah.
40.
So I have learned over the years of just the whole journey with him. Like, there would be certain information he would put out in the public, and certain things he would not.
You never really talked about how, from him saving you about being anemic, like how you decide to travel with him and how you become neither.
So
we were just talking about it this morning.
Tell them what you said. Tell them how you like. Okay, so this thing is like this whole journey is spiritual. It encompasses so many dimensions, Mr. G. At least that's been my experience. First too, she woke up this morning. We've done this.
We were talking. She was sitting in the bed and talking about all these experiences that she had with Dr. Sebi and these things. So I was sharing with her that yesterday on my way to the airport, my stepson was taking me to the airport. So I was in the back seat just looking and contemplating where I was coming to. And I was like, only God had planned this for us. How Dr. Sebi grew up in Honduras.
What's the little village?
Ilanga. Alfredo Bowman was born in Ilanga. Annette in New York. And me in Mexico, in a very, very small town called Alkaline, San Luis Potosí, Mexico.
And Mr. G?
And Mr. G. Abelardo Guerrero.
Where you were born?
In Brooklyn.
Oh, you were born here?
Yeah.
Sí.
But where was your family?
Honduras.
What's the little town?
San Antonio.
Okay.
So
how we all connected, that's crazy.
Yes. So I was just, reflecting how I was so busy putting all these things together and coming to the airport to get together here with you, with Annette, and something that it was like the main tree that was Dr. Sebi connecting all of us in here. Yes. And I was like, how God plan is working. And I was just so thankful and giving praise to God for that and praying to prepare us for the work that we are here to do on this earth.
And it's so ironic how since I interviewed you, I got so many questions about, Guadalupe look official. And these are people, and Mama, they've been trying to get me to get you on film. So, like, I'm glad you back.
Take a break.
Yeah, you took a huge break.
But it was a lesson.
Yes.
It was a lesson in my journey. that obviously I had to experience because I did, right?
And so for you to come back with Guadalupe, somebody who started these journeys with y'all, it's like full 360.
Here, Annette. We have a very long journey
Oh my
together.
God! Did you told me that we went over the story, but you didn't tell him the story about
How we met?
Yeah.
No.
He don't know
No,
yet?
he don't know. He don't know.
You didn't even tell him the first time you were here and he interviewed you about
No.
how you met Sebi in 1999?
No.
Oh,
No,
I didn't
no,
know
no.
he
It
don't
was well, probably a little bit, but not the whole story.
I don't got, well, we need
No.
details.
Yeah, so that's going to be the story.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Got it.
Right. But again, so the common denominator is our brother Sebi.
Yes.
However, the other common denominator is what Brother Sebi was yelling and screaming and telling us all the time. What was he really telling us all the time? The food. That's what he was trying to tell us all the time. Food, the food. I know you heard him on so many occasions talk about his project.
Yes, the Bolingo project.
Yes, to get the people to just donate $100.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
1 million people donate $1 so that we could do what?
Yeah.
Buy ships. Do what? Bring what to the United States and all over? What? The food.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to, the cactus is almost ready. The cactus is almost ready. So I'm going to cut the cilantro, and this is in big chunks. You can put it in there if a big, just like that, but I like to.
Smell that. Smell it, Mr.G. Smell that cilantro.
Okay, I'm not smelling nothing else.
Mr.G, smell that cilantro.
Okay, Mom.
He doesn't trust it.
That got me the first time.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to see all the cilantro in here? So we're going to put this baby in here.
It's gonna wilt down.
Mm-hmm.
I get scared when anybody says smell it now.
So here we go. We have another dish that has the cilantro
And then
in it.
we're going to put some salt in it and there. And let it cook.
So you have the cilantro again and another meal.
Yes.
Cilantro's in everything, it seems like.
Mm-hmm. This is very Mexican. We use a lot of cilantro for a lot of food.
You know, there's another one.
Like disappearing.
It disappears.
It's another one called culantro. They call it culantro.
Culantro, yeah.
Okay.
It's that long leaf with the spikes kind of
Okay.
spiky on the end of the leaf.
Mm-hmm.
So they use that in a lot of cuisine too, in the Caribbean and in Puerto Rico and the Dominicans, like when they cook the when they cook the beans and they cook the meat meals, they use a lot of that as seasoning.
Okay, so who wants some cactus, non-spicy cactus?
I would like some non-spicy cactus.
You do need
You're not putting pepper in that, are
a little bit, just 1 spoon. Okay, these are non-spicy.
you? No, I want it non-spicy. With the quinoa.
Oh, with the quinoa. Okay.
Well,
hold on.
no. Let me try it by itself first. Yeah.
Okay, this is a non-spicy. Wait, Nita.
Okay.
It may need salt.
Okay.
So now we're going to put maybe 1.
Guadalupe, don't make it so hot.
No. I only put 1, Nita. I only put 1.
So
Yes.
as you can see, the salsa is also used as seasoning when you make other meals.
Yes.
See what I'm saying?
If you like spicy,
Yeah.
you just put the salsa in there.
And guess
It's
what?
not gonna taste.
And guess what? You ain't gonna see no mole in that in 3 days. Mole ain't got a chance to grow in that.
Right.
That's a great point.
Okay. So
No.
cactus is cooked. I'm gonna serve some quinoa in here. See how fluffy the quinoa is? You can eat it with anything. Okay.
It's good, Guadalupe.
And then we're going to add the cactus. And then we're going to put some avocado.
Wow, it's such a wholesome meal.
Mm-hmm.
Fiber, minerals, your healthy fats, everything.
Right.
Probably for less than what?
Oh.
What would you say, average? Maybe $10?
No less.
More?
Maybe even $5.
Right.
Yes. Okay. So this is a very inexpensive, fast, and delicious meal that we present you and here today. We had the blessing of cooking this meal and here that this gentleman, Mr.G, facilitated for us. Okay. Mr.G, you want to be my guest?
Yes.
Okay.
There are certain things that are strictly seasonal. When you go into Central Park, like right now, you will see Koreans in Central Park, and they will have like a shopping cart.
Okay.
And they'll have a stick, and they'll be at this tree, hitting.
Oh,
hitting.
Yes.
So the ginkgo biloba fruit will drop to the ground.
Right.
Or the ones that drop to the ground, they're picking it up, right? And it smells like vomit.
Vomit?
Yeah. The ginkgo fruit smells like vomit. I don't know if you ever seen that, Mr. G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never smelled it though.
Oh man, it smells like vomit, right? And you'd be like, what are those Koreans picking that funky stuff up for? But then if you stop and you ask, right? Guess what that they do? They take that fruit home, and then they peel the fruit off of it, right? And then down after you remove all the meat, right? Off of it, it looks like an almond. Like when you take the brown off of an almond, you blanch an almond. It's just that white piece. So that's what you see. And I think they crack that open, and there's a seed inside, and they let it dry, and that is a powerful blood purifier.
Oh wow!
So look at how it falls in line with the season. So they'll dry that, and then when they cook, they'll drop it in their soups. You see what I'm saying? They'll sprinkle it on vegetables, because that's their blood purifier, high in iron for the coming season into winter. Wow. An old Korean lady told me that.
Wow, Nita.
Because they saw me picking some up.
Nita, hold this plate for me, please.
There are trees in Brooklyn, and they saw me picking them up, right? Now, they don't see black women doing that. Okay. So the woman...
We're going to put here some tomatoes. Okay. Onion.
Red onion.
Yes, red onion. And what red onion has, Nita?
Oh,
it's good.
Yeah. No, the red onions are also good. What I'm gonna recommend that people can do, because they can do
cilantro. This is a cilantro again.
Yeah.
What and people can recipe.
Do. Yeah. What people can do, because you have smartphones and you have the computers. You can do a Google search with each of these ingredients. And
this is some salsa again. The delicious salsa that we just made.
You can ask Google, what is the nutritional benefits of cilantro? What is the nutritional benefit of avocado? What is the nutritional benefit of red onion, tomato? And guess what? All of that data will come up.
Okay, this is the way we cut the avocado. So it can be in small squares.
They do the mango like that too.
Yes.
Because they make mango salsa too.
Mm-hmm.
So now is this going to be big and chunky?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had it like that before too.
So you want to try it?
Yeah.
Wait, Nita, wait.
Yeah, mix
I
it
need to
good,
mix it.
Guadalupe,
I need to
please.
mix it good. Wait. I'm going to mix it good.
Now, what's also surprising to me is that you like for the amount you're using of everything,
Yes.
you coming up with like a lot of quantity.
Just that first meal, I'm full.
Like I said,
Your brother-in-law is gonna love this one.
the thing would have been missing for Sebi is that he would have wanted us to bake the banana. He used to like something sweet with his meal, so we would bake banana for him in the oven. He loved that.
Okay, Nita. For my taste, I think it needs a little bit more of salsa, but because of your taste, Nita, we're going to leave it like this.
Yeah. No, you can take mine out.
No. We're going to leave it like this. Let me see. Try it. Mr. G, you want to try it?
Now, you know what I would also like this with? Soft tortillas.
I have the soft tortillas.
The purple ones.
Yes.
Yeah, you did. This is what I would love that in a soft tortilla, Mr.
You want to try it?
You know, you just warm that soft tortilla up and put this in and, oh, my God, yes. Okay, yeah, I'm more, okay, thank you. Yeah, I like the soft tortilla.
It's very delicious.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That's not as hot.
Right?
It's still spicy, but not as hot as that first one.
Yeah. That first one we're gonna call it. Let's name that.
El Diablo.
No, Satanás.
Oh my
the
goodness.
Smell got me.
Ay, Mr. Oh, I did something.
Yeah,
How is
Guadalupe.
This is
Is that
it.
how, Mama?
This was mild.
It's mild, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And you can taste
Everything.
the tomato, the cilantro, the
Everything.
avocado.
Everything.
And you can taste it. This is a meal.
And remember, this is raw.
I'm good. Yeah,
Mr. G.
Delicioso.
I'm feeling it all in my nasal passage.
Yeah, I'm cleared until May, I think. Just that sniff got me straight.
But you do have to make this milder for children. Definitely.
We can add more tomatoes.
I think my cuñado and my sister, they coming home now.
Oh, okay.
Is that them?
Oh,
Yes,
Oh, no, that's
you know how to do tamales?
yes, I know how to do
Oh,
tamales.
man, that used to be the best. Sebi's mother used to make vegetable tamales and send them to us.
Okay.
Like she would freeze them, and he would.
How was she? No, a lot of people don't talk about her.
Who,
Like,
Bot?
Yeah.
She was nice. She lived with us in Puerto Rico. When Sebi and I lived in the same house, we lived at 802 Calle Cisne.
Yeah, you know how to get home.
That was our address. Yeah, Sebi and I, and we lived there. Wow, we moved from St. Croix there.
You got a vibe story real quick, like when you met her?
Yeah. We were living in St. Croix. And when we had the fig tree, Usha She was probably about 5, right? And I had a daughter, the same age as Usha.
Mm-hmm.
So while I would be in the fig tree working, they would be outside playing. Philip, Paul, Usha, Nikiba. And they would play with some neighborhood children. So there's a little girl named Bebe who had, her house was right, like the fig tree was here, then it was an empty lot. And then Bebe's house was next. So it's one of those old kind of, some of those old houses in those towns are, what would it be like? Kind of, I'm trying to think of the architectural style. Anyway, Usha and Nikiba would be disappearing in Bebe's house. So maybe we just thought they were in there playing. But what was going on was that Bebe's mother was feeding Nikiba, and Usha chicken. Because, the word was this tall, lanky guy was telling people not to eat meats. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the people in St. Croix, they thought he was an Obeah man, and they did not like him. And, sometimes, you have to think in 1980, telling people not to feed their children chicken and meat, people thought you were crazy. Mm-hmm. So she was feeding Usha chicken, and Usha came out with this bad rash on her skin. And Sebi was like, they were giving her everything to heal the rash. So finally he said, it was more reasons than that. But one of the reasons why he said, we're going to go to Mexico to get some rattlesnake. Because she need rattlesnake, right? So we booked the ride. It was Ma, Sebi, myself, Kimani, Sasa.
Wow.
Wiwi and Usha. And remember, Sasa and Kimani were still nursing. Because Sasa was born in November.
I got a picture of all 4 of y'all.
Yeah. Sasa is like, he's maybe 9 months. Say he's like older than Kimani by months. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we get to California. And of course, Mom and Sebi's from California, right? Mm-hmm. So they're visiting a lot of old friends. And first time I ever had escabeche fish, mm-hmm. He got it for me at a Jamaican restaurant in California, right? It was so good. So after we did our little stay in California, we going to Mexico to a botanica to get the rattlesnake.
Let me get botanica on her house. Okay.
We get there, and guess what? Everything is closed because of Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo.
Everything is closed because they celebrated Cinco de Mayo. So that's what time of the year it was. Mm-hmm. So we stay at a hotel overnight. And after the holiday is over, because it's a couple of days, mm-hmm. Everything opens back up and we go get the rattlesnake. And he gets all kind of other stuff from this botanica, right? Mm-hmm. You couldn't believe the stuff they had in there.
Yes.
You'd be like, what is this stuff? So he gets the rattlesnake, and then he says, we're going to Livingston, California to visit my sister Maxine and my mother Vi, because they live in Livingston, California.
Wow.
So we drive from LA to Livingston, California. Some of the most beautiful scenery I ever seen of California. We were just, riding up and down hills and valleys. It was so beautiful. So we get to Maxine's house, right? She's got a huge eucalyptus tree in her yard. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So in the evening, the mist and dew is like all in the air, and you're smelling the eucalyptus.
Yes.
It's like impregnating the air, right? Mm-hmm. So we go inside, and of course we're all tired, worn out. So Maxine shows everybody like where to go to bed, and everything, and we rest. We wake up the next day, and there he is, storytelling. Now remember, when they last saw him, he was Fred.
Yes.
He was not Sadie. So he's telling all the adventures from Dominica and all this kind of stuff, and his mother's just listening. I'm looking at her. She's listening, right? And anytime that Bai and Sebi talk and Maxine, they talking in Spanish, like how you and Matun, like how you and Guadalupe is doing. They how they say when you do Spanish and English.
Spanglish.
Yeah, they doing that. And Sebi's just telling it, talking, what, and this, and this herb, and that disease was here, all this kind of stuff. And I'm noticing his mother's just real quiet. So then, after his storytelling all day, it's time for everybody to go to sleep, wind down, go to sleep. She said, Fred, in Spanish, right? Mm-hmm. She said, go to the refrigerator. There's a jar inside. Take that out. So he go inside, and there's a clear glass gallon jar, and it's got this liquid in it that's kind of like the same color like when you make Lipton tea. And there's this vine in it.
Right.
And he's like, however you say, what is this?
Right.
And she say, contribo, Fred, contribo. So she make all of us take it. And when I tell you, we zinned out.
Yes.
Calm down, slept like a baby. So she was letting him know.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you running all around the world. Take that contribo, dude. Chill out. That was my first meeting of vibe. Contribo. So before that, contribo was not part of the
formulas.
It was not part of the formulas. It was not being used at all. But after that visit with her,
contribo was born.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then after that visit with her is actually when he did eventually go back to Honduras. Because, Sebi had been away from Honduras over 30-something years.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he would be going to get that.
The contribo.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get contribo here in the U.S.?
In New York?
No, see. Nobody sells the contribo here?
Mm-mm.
So next time that you go to Honduras, bring some, please.
Mm-hmm. I don't need to go to California to make the tincture.
Neither, but the tonic that I'm going to make from it.
No, you're going to make a tonic. I'm going to just soak it and make a tincture.
Where?
I'm just going to make a tincture.
You have to come to California.
No, Guadalupe. No.
It's right in front of me right now.
I just need a, you see this? This right here is enough.
This is such a blessing. These are...
You guys are blessings of my family.
This, do you have the alcohol made of sugar cane?
Of course.
Oh God. No way. That's all I need. That is the best.
Okay.
That is the best.
Which one are you talking about? The GPT?
I'm talking about Sebi used to go to Mexico just to get the sugar cane alcohol. To make the tinctures with. Because that was the best medium alcohol.
You need to come to California so we can go to Tijuana.
Right. We used to go, that's where we used to go to get it.
Yes.
He been to Tijuana with him.
Is that yours or is that mine?
All of this?
Is that yours?
This one piece is mine. All of that is yours. Because I want to make a tincture out of this.
I'm going to make a lot of tonics with this.
Because you can benefit from this in an alcohol medium or a water-based medium. Because the one that Sebi's mom had in the refrigerator, that was water.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she wasn't even making it with the distilled water. She was just using regular water, and it chilled him out.
I came all the way to New York. All the way to New York. 20 years ago.
Yeah.
20 years ago, I've been hearing about contribo.
You never had it?
No.
to cook with?
No, when he was when he was in California,
Right.
he didn't have the contribo. No, he didn't have it. He will talk about it. He will talk about it, but he didn't have it.
He would have it from time to time.
Neither. I used to live with them.
No, I'm talking before you lived with him.
Okay, but not when I was in there. The time that I was there in my training.
Oh, he hadn't been to Honduras.
No, for many, many years.
Yeah.
So
But
I heard about it.
Remember,
Guadalupe. And I had to come all the way here
to get it from
Mr. G.
Okay, remember, he started building the village in the late 80s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he would leave New York and Puerto Rico and Florida to go to Honduras because he would have to be there for months to delegate.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And so he would.
Yes.
He would come back.
Baby, you okay?
Yeah, this is fine, girl. I'm gonna make tincture with this.
Okay, baby.
I'm gonna make tincture with this.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it in the blood tonic. And the blood tonic.
Okay, we back.
Yeah, and the nerve.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but blood.
Anything you put that in.
Blood. Oh yeah. For real.
And that grows on the land and in Honduras.
In the land.
Wild.
Yeah, I'll send them to go get it.
Wild.
Wow. This is such a blessing.
Oh my God. This is so good. Look.
I know. That's why I said, Mama, smell it. Once you smell it.
Yeah. Man, because I remember when we first got it from his mom.
Lupe, when y'all said contribo, I was like, let me go get it.
Let me blow their mind.
Yes.
Let me blow their mind. So he also used to bring back the honey.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But when he first introduced the honey, he was not selling it.
Mm-hmm.
The contribo?
The
tuna.
Thank you for my tuna.
because the honey was seasonal.
Mm-hmm.
And he would just bring back like a wine bottle full and just give it to people in the inner circle.
That's how I got it. Mm-hmm.
Then he had another thing. It smelled horrible. That Licky Damba? Right? Yeah.
I gave away the last time I had it yesterday.
No.
You remember Licky Damba, right?
Yes.
We used to drop that in our eyes too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Licky Damba. Look at all this stuff just popping up in my head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. G,
that.
we want some honey so we can put it on the ice.
Oh, yeah. He sent me some.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you getting ready to go get the batana oil again, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, man. Honduras is no joke. Honduras is no joke. I remember the first time we went there, you know how Sebi used to like to jump in the car and just drive for hours going on. Like I remember one time we went to go to the family that makes the bricks, that he laid the whole street walk in the village with. That was a family.
Oh, wow.
You never went?
Mm-mm.
Man, that's a family in one of those little towns, and it's a child that actually be in the squatted position, and they have the it's like the, you know, what do you call it? It's the mold.
Mm-hmm.
And they bring in the red, that whatever that clay is,
Mm-hmm.
and he's taking that mold, and he's just. And they love when Sebi came.
Of course.
Because you're talking money.
Mm-hmm.
He would be paying them cash money. Because you know how many bricks he used? See, you ain't been there. You don't know what we're talking about.
Right.
In terms of how he have the whole path brick.
Wow.
And at first, you know, those huts were supposed to be round. Because the first illustration he ever drew of the village, they were supposed to be round. That's why eventually he had to go and stay, because the engineer, he didn't build them round. He built them into rectangles, and he was furious. But he kept them up, right? But he wanted them to be round. So there's a few of them, the later built ones. When I was last there,
the main one is the one on the right where he used to live is round.
Round,
Mm-hmm.
right. And then I think he had Taiwa and her, you know, what they call a nanny.
Mm-hmm.
They were living in a round one.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I remember the last time I saw Pablo, he was there and they were turning one of the round ones into like his lab because they were going to start growing the mushrooms, doing all kind of things with the mushrooms. And Pablo was...
That was around the time I saw you walking around.
Okay, so he saw me. I didn't see him when I was last there.
And I asked about... The reason why I asked about Mama Pill is because everybody else had there's a certain time you can't go in the kitchen. There's a certain time you can't go.
Oh, yeah.
So I seen her walk by, and he called her Nita.
Nita
To do whatever she wanted. And I was like, who is
Anytime.
Who is this lady that he don't say anything? She was like walking through there like she owned it. So when he said Nita, I was like, okay. So I didn't put everything together until later on when I said, yo, that's the lady that was walking around.
And you know, when I think about it, one day I was thinking about you and I said, was I in the glass house one day and I was walking down the stairs and Mr.G was coming up,
yes.
Mr.G, I was laying in the bed one day and I said, I see Mr.G. I was walking, because I used to go in this room.
You used to go and visit.
I used to go and visit. I had to be careful because Sama she had her eyes on me for everybody.
Oh,
yeah, because they would not allow me. No, they wouldn't allow me to be in the room with him by myself. I don't know what they thought we were going to do in the damn daylight.
In the glass house.
Right, in the glass house. But they would not.
You never know.
Maybe.
You never know.
Maybe. You're right. You
never know.
You're right.
Anyway. When she was coming out, I looked right in her face.
Right.
I said, hey, man. She said, hello.
Yes. Oh, Mr.G, I remember that. Oh, my God.
You never know.
Oh, yes. Remember. I have history.
Okay.
Anyway, I have Anywho, yeah. You're making me blush, Guadalupe.
Well, I'm just saying.
What were we talking about? I forgot. Oh my God. So, man, I forgot what you were talking about, Guadalupe.
Sama. No, what is it?
The daughter?
The daughter.
Living in the houses.
Yes.
The houses, yeah.
No, but she was watching and you like.
Yeah. No, Sama. She used to watch me all the time. Yeah. So I used to go, and plus, so many people were there to see him.
Yeah.
That I would be considerate.
Yes.
Because they just wanted to know. Oh, can I go up to see Dr. Sebi now? And if they said yes, they would be in there. And Sebi, he'd be talking to people for hours.
Yes.
You see? Yeah. So I would, go have my little time, watch him in Taiwa.
Yes.
Go through their little dance. Because, they speak in Spanish to each other. And he would have the anatomy book out, right? Asking them.
Where's your brain? You go,
yeah.
Oh.
So cute. So cute. He's so cute. What she used to call him? Poppy? What?
She called him Poppy. He called her Taiwini.
Yeah. Oh, it was so sweet. But she lived there, but she had her own nanny.
There.
She's so beautiful now.
Yeah.
Really? Like about maybe this tall now.
She used to like during the course of the day, you see
with her mother.
No, her nanny.
No, but she's still there, like in the center.
She lived with Sama and.
She still lives in Sama, in the center.
Listen,
wow.
You would be walking around the village in the evening. Guess where Taiwa was with her nanny? In the sauna.
Yeah.
In the steam room.
I got video of her in the steam room, the sauna.
Yes, she would be doing all the stuff. Mm-hmm. And honey, you better not feed her nothing that was toxic.
I remember I offered Tywa, I had caramellos, candy.
Yes.
I tried to give it to
No,
Sama,
no.
and she said, "You're not my friend, Mr.G. Why you want me to eat poison?" I was like, "I'm sorry, baby. I put it in my pocket. I felt so bad."
But he was like, you better not give her nothing that he did not consider healing and nourishing her. And you know, they raised, because I think he got her at 9 months. He raised her on hemp,
sea moss and hemp
sea
milk.
moss and hemp milk.
Yep.
That's what she grew up on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I used to go in the kitchen because they had the soursop trees there. So I don't know
when they gave the soursop juice in the morning.
Yes, I was like, you guys need to be making like soursop smoothies because you're making the sea moss, right? So I had went in there. What was the girl's name who was the cook?
I don't know.
They got rid of her though.
Yeah, the little small one.
Yeah, they got rid of her.
I just know Chapita name. I used to talk to her all the time.
Chapita, she was the herbalist.
Yeah.
But they had another woman, Rosa.
And Melissa.
Yeah, in the kitchen. Those were the chefs. But they were very open because they had heard something about me. So they were very open to me, right? And I used to walk in, you know, me with my fashionable self. Oh, Nita looking very sexy for Dr. Sebi.
And that was true.
Yes, it for me first, right?
I know, but he loved that. He loved that about her. Anywhere he will go, Nita, let's go.
Yeah.
And here comes Nita down the stairs, very beautiful with her afro.
Yeah. No, I didn't wear the afro with him. I used to wear the braid.
No. When we were in Los Angeles, in what is it? Washington. When I first came.
Really? I had the fro?
When I met you, you had that purple dress.
Oh, the...
Yeah, the very purple dress with a big afro and coming down the stairs.
Oh, maybe you're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember when I asked about her, the Dr. Sebi said he would just look at her out the window and he was like, "Mr. G, that's the one I know I will never have just to myself."
Oh my God.
And he would just look at her walk. But he had a look in his face like, that's the one I can
You know what he did? I'm at the village, right? And I'm going to the pool, right? Every morning I'm soaking in the pool. But I'm meeting people.
Yeah.
Right? I'm meeting people. But people don't know who I am. They don't know I'm Red Pill and Blue Pill's mother. Because, you know, they already had that reputation with that name. And so I'm listening to them saying, oh, you know how I learned about this place? I was on internet and I listened to these guys, Red Pill and Blue Pill. And they were talking about the village, right? That's why I'm here. They don't know I'm their mother. Wow. They don't even know I'm their mother, right? So I'm meeting people and we're talking. And you know, most of the time, most of those huts were occupied by people. When he was there, it was a lot of people moving through.
Yes.
So I'm in the pool, I'm talking to guys, we're having a good time, you know, and everything. So they're going up to the house telling Sebi about this lady they met at the pool, which is me. He's not saying nothing, right? But I'm not there to like for no relationship with nobody, but I'm friendly, right?
Yes.
So one day, you know where he had the statue of the lady when you come in, the African lady, and there was a seating area right over there. So we all sitting down talking. Here he come. No, he ain't never been coming out of his house in the daytime. Here he come, right? And you know everybody's having a good time. And then then he starts his alpha male gorilla. She's mine. I was so embarrassed. No, me no more after that day.
Oh,
The guys,
my.
that was it. Like, dang, man, Sebi, you're not right. You're not right, boy. You're not right. Oh God, I'll never
No,
forget.
but when
That
I was
funny.
around them,
Yeah.
you know how tall he was.
Mhm.
He would just look at men. She would be walking by him, and he will just look at men like, don't even look at her. Like, don't even look at her.
Mhm.
He was so funny.
Nina, when we went for your birthday,
Oh,
remember to where?
Solvern, California. That was
Yes.
like, it's a little area in California. It's like Holland.
Mhm.
That's
Oh,
where
wow.
the Dutch settled.
Mhm.
When you go up there, you think you in Holland. The cobblestone street, the windmills.
Mhm.
Took me and Guadalupe there for my birthday. Yeah.
I was a chaperone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a chaperone, and
You've seen a lot.
yes.
No,
You think like what she say? What can we do during the day?
Listen, no. We had to turn
They
around.
were he was driving in the car, putting lovely songs in there, like so romantic, and they were holding hands.
But remember, we had to turn around and come back.
Well, we went there to eat and stuff like that and go
But
back.
we were talking
Yes.
about going to San Francisco.
Yes.
But we had to come back, and you remember why?
Yes.
Who was blowing up the phone every 15
Yes.
minutes?
Patsy Williams.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every 15 minutes, because we had just got them.
Yes.
We had
Is
just
that
got.
M?
Yes.
We had just got them cell phones, right? Which he
Yes.
hated
Mm-hmm.
because he didn't like the fact that when he was out on his journeys,
Yes.
now somebody could reach him.
Yeah.
Right? She was blowing that phone up. We had to turn
Mhm.
around and go right back because she was screaming.
Yes.
The M.
Yes. But the night before we went there, he stayed in the office late.
Yeah, he did.
He was in the office late.
Yeah, he did
and
stay
he was
there.
like,
He did. He stayed because he couldn't even stay at the institute because she would not let him stay. She would not let him stay.
but he stayed late.
She did stay late.
I went to sleep.
Yeah, he did stay late. Wow. You have a good memory, Guadalupe.
I went to sleep, and then I just heard him. I'll be back early tomorrow. Be ready, Nita.
I remember.
Right, Nita?
Oh boy, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was, oh my God, Patsy Williams, she was funny. She was amazing how she was. She was really something else, boy, I tell you.
Yes, but they find their ways, you know. Dr. Sebi Chevito found the ways to be around Nita and take her places and spend time with you and stuff like that.
Because otherwise, man, we didn't have a chance.
She just said it.
I'm just saying, because of how she behaved, right?
Yes.
He just
But
was,
you know one thing about her, till this day, she never talk or show any jealousy. Never.
Yeah, I see that.
Never.
who?
You.
Oh, I thought you meant her.
No,
Oh my
you.
God. Oh no.
From the time that I met you,
Because
you
you
never
know why?
talk with that like
No. You know why? When I met him, and this was like in St. Croix, right? He was so honest about how he was as a man. I was like, wow, he's not like a deceiver.
Mhm.
He is not a cheater. He's like straight up front. You know, I got one wife now, but I'm going to be interested in multiple wives, and I respected that.
Yeah,
I
he's always said
totally-
that honesty is underrated.
Oh my gosh, he was so transparent. Because I had not had that experience. Everybody was lying. They were cheating. I was feeling it. I would say something. They would make me think that I was crazy, that I was imagining, and I was always on point. So I had total respect for him because
But at the same time, Nita, as a woman, sometimes, you know, we just snap. And from the times that I met you there and all the things that we went with Matun and how crazy she was all the time about him being around you, and you never
she was
talk or show any jealousy or resentment to anybody.
You know why too?
To any of them.
You know why too? Because Guadalupe, the work, the mission.
Yes.
That was the marriage. Not the husband wife, you know the traditional husband wife thing. Yeah. That was not the foundation of the relationship. Right. The foundation of the relationship was the mission.
Right.
Because when I met him, I related to his vision and his mission, because I had a similar desire in myself. And I finally met a man that was talking the same thing that I was envisioning. That's when I met him that night and we left, me and I said, I found him. I found them. Because, it was all of them, right? He wasn't by himself when I met him. It was Olu and Karen and Larry. Those were his business partners. So he was not by himself. And my aunt, right? So that was the foundation. So it didn't matter what happened. You see? Because a whole lot of obstacles would come up.
Yes.
A whole lot of things that not being grounded in why you were there, you would leave. You would give up.
Yes. And a lot of people
did. A lot of people did. Yeah. So that's why none of that mattered.
Right.
None of that mattered. The people and the success was happening so consistently with the people, right? That was like an anchoring force too. Yeah. I remember the first lady in St. Croix who she came and she couldn't see. Catherine Allen, I remember she couldn't see. One of her daughters was pro Sebi. The other daughter was thinking that the sister was crazy, hated Sebi, hated him. The mother was diabetic. She had lost her vision and everything. And, Sebi knew how to play with people like that who didn't have no respect for him. He knew how to dance with them, right? She hated Sebi with a passion. But the other daughter, she was all, supportive, whatever Sebi said. I kid you not. Probably about 2 years after, knowing about her, seeing her come to the fig tree, I was in St. Croix on the bus, and Catherine Allen, I happened to look out the window. She was on the other side of the road, walking up to the school bus for her grandchild to get off the school bus for her to pick him up. So she had regained her vision.
Wow.
So that story he was telling, I think you heard him tell him about the man that he helped restore his vision in Dominica. I heard that story, but I didn't. Catherine Allen was the lady I actually saw that happen.